Trouble Vixen, MTV, your A-OK DJ. We're really rocking tonight at the Glow Disco! Woo! Yeah, that last song was a special request from Thunderbolt and Lightning. After all, who else would request stormy weather? You know, I don't think the good girls are into the dance scene, though. I asked Zelda the nerd if she did the Watusi, and she said no. But she met a pygmy once. Woo! Hey, we're starting a house band here at the Glow Disco, and I think that Tiffany Mellon should play the trumpet. After all, she's been blowing her own horn for years.
Introducing first from Hog Hollow, Nebraska, Dave, the farmer's daughter.
I'm cute and sweet and a little coy, and just a bit of country joy. I'd love to see your city's life and learn new ways to spend my nights.
From Tulsa, Oklahoma. She's a highlight, small town girl, Tulsa. Tulsa.
Hey, I'm Tulsa, and I'm here to say how the man's in a western way. I may be sweet and I might look silly, but I'm telling you now, I'm one tough Billy.
Third boys tonight.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Dave.
I just wanted to tell you how cute you look tonight.
Thank you, babe. Third boys tonight, Beastie and Godiva. Beastie from the land down under, and Godiva from coming to England.
I used to look as mean and now my punches will flat through here and there. I'm the toughest wrestler you ever find. The fat, kick, crashing grind.
You can loan me overall so repressed. Just because I parade undressed, you've got a lot to learn from me in matters of sexuality.
Well, it's easy to tell Beastie from Godiva's horse. The horse is a pretty, intelligent one.
Johnny, since the other group of girls was so friendly, we thought you'd like a nice big kiss from our side.
Kiss from Beastie. I think I'll stick to Dave. Beastie. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, look out, Johnny, see? Whoa, you could siphon gasoline with suction like that? I think Beastie's in love.
Stay away from me, Beastie.
And the Spuds McKenzie of wrestling goes to work on Tulsa. She probably didn't want it to stand by her man. She held her into the ropes and elbows her down. I always knew Babe had a crush on Johnny C, but I didn't know Beastie felt the same way. I'd love to see Mr. Slick try and weasel his way out of her grasp. Whoa, and Tulsa falls victim to a bone-jarring backdrop. That cowgirl hit the trail hard.
Beastie thinks she's a road warrior. Well, I think she's more like a road hog.
My sentiments exactly. Babe kept pigs back in Hog Hollow, but Beastie would probably take up the whole mud pit herself. She charges after Tulsa and winds up like an experienced shopper, getting two for the price of one, catching both the rodeo queen and Babe in those side headlocks. She's holding onto them like prized possessions and doesn't want to let them go. Godiva wants to take over on the farmer's daughter, but the beast woman doesn't want to share. Well, she kicks away her own partner. The road hog wants to hog all the action. Godiva calls her out, and she drops whatever she was doing. The British bombshell confronts her and gives her a shot to the gut. There must not be a rolled-up newspaper around. Well, now Beastie headbutts the Briton in her well-padded belly. This team had a communication problem against Thunderbolt and Lightning last week, but it looks like the problems are just beginning. Oh, Godiva slapped her across the kisser. And Beastie does the same to the ref. They're going slap happy in there. Now she grabs the official and body slams in. The future shock has misdirected her anger toward the poor official. And it looks like this team has decided to bury the hatchet, although the Beast almost buried the referee. Whoa, Tulsa catches Godiva with a drop kick, and the eyesore leaves the ring. And Babe follows up, hurling the Briton to the turnbuckle. The official trying to make it back to his feet after that slam. And the girl from Coventry locks her legs around the farmer's daughter's neck, going for a scissor. But Babe goes for broke instead, pulling her off a perch, and Godiva lands like a beefy budgie. The funny thing is, Godiva's argument with Beastie started when she wouldn't give her Babe. Now she's got the farm girl and a side order of lumps to go with her. The Nebraskan climbs the ropes, and she hits the fleshy bullseye right in the breadbasket. You can tell Babes from that farm, she knew just where to plant that foot. And it looks like Godiva's experiencing a crop failure. At the moment, she's unable to reap the benefits of her wrestling ability. She catches Babe with an arm drag. Maybe there was a bit of possum underneath those flowers. Now, into the ropes. Ooh, a big backdrop. Both the farm girl and the momentum turned around now. Godiva sets. And she hurls her into the corner. The Briton moves in, but Beastie does too, grabbing the wrap. The Nebraskan climbs her foe and takes her over in the patented bomber's roll. And Godiva's horse must be happy because for a change, her boss is getting a bumpy ride. The English maid reeling from that maneuver, and the farmer's daughter adds an elbow for good measure. And the fans just love these country gals. Can you blame them? How can you resist these fresh-faced beauties? Beastie, on the other hand, has a face only a mother could love. The mother from Psycho.
Tulsa and Babe, where is it exactly you came from? I'm glad there are no places in Great Britain like that little house on the prairie that you were hatched in. What sorts of androgynous beings are you? Girls who act like boys? Disgraceful. Someone ought to teach the two of you how to act like ladies.
Godiva, weakening her with that scissor, it's as effective as a choke, especially with all her leg strength behind it. The Briton pulls her up, the farm girl gasping for air. She has her up, high in the air, and the girl from Coventry decides to play with her. Bouncing Babe off the ropes. Rope, and she hurls her to the canvas, the Nebraskan landing like a bale of hay tossed out of the loft. And Godiva decides to make hay while the sun shines. She yanks up her foe, and Beastie climbs the ropes. The roadhog sets. Whoa, and clotheslines her from the top rope. The farmer's daughter crumbles like Baum's oatmeal cookies under this assault. The bombshell covers her. And Godiva and Beastie pull off a win with the help of double teaming.
Here are the winners, Godiva and Beastie!
No, don't let her have the mic, Johnny C. If I wanted to hear nonsense spouted, I'd listen to my tapes of presidential debates.
We're coming back with more of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling!
Hey, well, didn't I tell you before about not using my toys? I know. You're out of me!
Quiet down. What? Can you make a sentence using the word decrease?
Yeah, we got it! I'm gonna have the tailor press decrease in my pants!
If Dementia could talk, what do you think she'd say? Nothing but cutting remarks.